Well, here we are again in Patrick's studio in Drumshambo in Leitrim. This is Steve here, a friend of Patrick's, and we're just going to ask him a few questions about three pieces that he has here today. Just a little bit on each piece, and he might give you some sort of insight into where the inspiration came from. So, Patrick, if you just want to show us your first piece and tell us a little bit about it.
Well, you can see this piece in front. You can see it okay.
I can.
And it's a piece I did on Francis Bacon, who's my favourite artist. And most people know that he was born in Dublin. And maybe a lot of people don't know that he was born in Dublin. And over the years, he crept into my thoughts quite a lot. And I really, really admire his work. As I said before, he's my favourite artist. So I did a poem, which I'll read now. And it's for Francis Bacon. He was born in 1909 and died in 1992. And the poem is entitled Truth Comes in a Strange Door. Truth comes in a strange door. From Nietzsche he learned that life and art could be meaningless as well as extraordinary. Knowing that death can be life-enhancing, trying always to trap the transient. Truth comes in a strange door. And if you don't know him, do try and check him out, and you'll probably understand more of what I said in the poem. Knowing that death can be life-enhancing. Because I think for Francis Bacon, it actually was. So, and the piece I did, I've got to look at it again actually. It was one of these photographs that I took accidentally, and when I took it, I just immediately thought of Francis Bacon. So that's Truth comes in a strange door.
So Francis Bacon obviously means a lot to you, on an intrinsic level.
Indeed, yeah.
And so this inspired this piece that we've just have in front of us here.
Sorry, I was going to say something funny. I've still got just move it. I've still got a 600-page book that I haven't got round to reading yet about him. But anyway, that's Francis Bacon. So I'm going to jump and replace him with this piece.
Okay. Interesting.
And basically it was three found objects in the three tins, and they were clean, and I decided I'd use them. And I haven't got the poem, so I have to read the poem from the piece itself. So what do you think? Do you think I should read it from the piece itself, or?
Yeah, well, let's read the piece.
Yeah.
'Cause we've obviously seen the piece, so.
Okay. It's entitled Truth. As lullaby rocks the cradle, love gently surges. Yellow urgency, thoughts swiftly tug. Emotions rise, forming needs as foaming waves. Each of us within the other's climatic moment. Awakening in honesty to a love unknown to each of us. Once found that truth can never be a borrowed salvation. So basically it's a love poem, and it's it's describing being in love and realizing that you can't use that love to manipulate the one that you're in love with. I think that sums it up. And the artwork is a piece here I did myself, and the other one is a piece that was on a wall. And that's basically it.
So your poetry is obviously just as important or relevant as your physical artwork.
Yeah, I love using both of them. But there are times,
two mediums.
There are times that I actually am working on a piece and I'll just stop. And as most artists know, that you know when to stop, and hence the piece just becomes an art piece without a poem in it. And there again, I can have a poem. This one sitting here actually, and I haven't used it, but one day I'll look at it and then I'll work on a canvas and I can work on the poem.
Yeah, so mixed media.
And it, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Right.
that's this piece. And I'm going to go really, really political now after this little love poem. So put him to rest. And I just hope that this one, you can see it all. So I'll let you sort of...
Very political. Well, from a distance.
Well, the mousetrap says it all. You can read what's caught in the mousetrap. So basically when Mr. Trump came into power, America was going to be changed and whatever. But the pieces that, the photographs are all different ones, you know. This, sorry, I've got to move. Can you still see it okay?
We can see it okay.
Yeah. This was a lady in Times Square. This one here is actually by Donald Trump chocolate bar, believe it or not. And these guys were always hanging around. And everybody had these ones here. Can you see that one? Or do you want me to write it? It's okay.
You can see.
A lot of people had these signs in their front gardens, which was nice. And the sad thing from...
hate has no home here, it says,
Yeah.
just in case
yeah,
anybody can't read that.
yeah. And the other one is a sad... This one here. And basically I went into
It's a collection of gun magazines.
Yeah, I went into the store and there was all these magazines. Huge amount of magazines, all about guns, which I just find really bizarre. And I haven't exhibited this piece, obviously. And I just find the whole state of being in America and thinking about what's happening, like a lot of people do. It is changing. But this was my piece in response to Mr. Trump. So hopefully I don't have to do another one about him.
Hopefully
That's
not.
all I can say. But anyhow, I hope you enjoyed looking at these three completely different pieces. And
Yeah,
thanks-
they're slightly different from your usual work.
yeah. And
But,
thanks to you, Steve, behind the camera.
Yeah, no, it's good to get an insight into
And that's it.
some of your older pieces and what you're working on at the moment. So we'll be back soon again, I'm sure,
Yeah.
and do
Thanks very
some
much.
more work.
Yeah.
Okay.